Hey guys, it's your boy Big G back with another review. Um, Recently I watched a movie called Ujda Chaman, which means it's sort of an insult way of saying hey you're bald in Hindi. Um, I think this was an interesting concept, an interesting movie. Um, Recently, there's been two movies out. The other one is Bala, which I haven't seen yet. However, I this one came out in good print. I watched it. I think it's a really good movie in the sense that it does address all the issues and all the things that a bald person goes through. And I know there's a lot of teasing and discrimination that happens all around the world, not just in India. But I know how it happens in India, and it's very well shown in the movie, the main character being a professor in a college. That also sparks a lot more, and also social media plays a role in it. So I think overall it's a good movie because the character goes through that journey of being teased, how public opinion influences his life, they impact his thinking, and how he can't get arranged marriage, even no one falls in love with him because he's bald, and which of course is also seen in the trailer. um, and then, yeah, finally there's a twist and a turn and things happen, and he rejects them, but then they keep happening, and then he eventually accepts them, and that overall, that I think it makes for a good movie. Sort of a touching, compelling movie at the end, and that's why I recommend that you guys actually give at least one watch to the movie, because there are some funny anecdotes throughout it. There are some serious moments. It's not all just joking, and because of that, I think it's a good movie and it's worthwhile. Now, talking about spoilers, I think there are a few things that I liked. How, first of all, they really addressed how social media and people influence other people's judgments and decisions through, let's say, bullying or teasing or whatever you call it, or ragging or whatever, right? In colleges, even in day to day life. Um, how people come to use things like Tinder, online dating, out of desperateness compared to just looking for a hookup, let's say. I also liked how the character developed from being influenced by public opinion to not being influenced. Um, how he was getting discriminated for being bald, and then at the same time how he was discriminating this other person for being fat, and why he shouldn't marry her just because she's so fat. But at the end, he does marry her by accepting the things that, yeah, he was wrong, he thought wrong, he shouldn't think this way. Like, how are you different from others that tease you for being bald or use you wrongly? um I don't know, I'm having a hard time. I mean, okay, one thing I had an issue with was with the female character who was very fat. Like, she was very, let's say, gullible, and I don't have an issue with her being gullible. It's just the way they showed that she's so gullible that she couldn't even see that the other person doesn't like her. She kept on pushing herself onto other people so much that it was like, calm down. Can't you see that the other person is not interested? Another thing was that many things that they showed were that a lot of people didn't like the guy, the main character, at the starting because he was bald. But then as soon as they had breakups, or their life wasn't going on the right track, they'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna marry you now, just because you're easy and you're right here and you still make good money even though you're bald. It's okay. Like, public opinion, personal opinion changes so quickly, perspectives still change so quickly. It's like, what the hell? One thing I liked was that they showed really well is that one how a college student takes advantage of a professor who's going through a bad time just because he gets teased and is bald and everything. So that was really interesting. And then, of course, his journey and everything. So overall, there are a lot of good things. There are minor bad things that make you think like, what the hell? But besides that, I think it's a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really good movie. The parents, of course, play a really good role in the sense that they are just desperate for their son to get married finally. The younger brother, on the other hand, is just, has a head full of hair, and he's all charming and all good and everything. Um, One other thing, like, the guy's confidence never changed, even though his perspective changed from being, okay, I'm bald, I get teased a lot, okay, and I do tease other people who are fat, and I don't want to marry someone who's fat, but then he accepts being bald, he accepts that someone else is fat and I'm gonna marry her and everything, but he doesn't change his shyness, like that stage fright, that thing being shy, not being able to talk to people, that still is there. I I was hoping that would change. His confidence would increase as well, but that didn't. Besides that, I think it's a solid. I think it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's a good movie, guys. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if I've missed anything or said something wrong or right. In the comments below, let me know, guys. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.